You guys are bullies. Huh? Up ahead. You hear a commotion in a corner of Holy City. Several disciples from the celestial realm are gathered here, and the atmosphere feels tense. Through a gap in the crowd, you can faintly make out a young man donning a bamboo hat. The young man is gripping a bag, and he takes a step back from the dense crowd surrounding him. What's going on here? Perhaps the disciples are having a disagreement with that young man. That guy being surrounded is practically trembling. I don't think it's a simple disagreement. Should we help him? We can ask what's going on. If there's been a misunderstanding, we should help them work it out as soon as possible. Fellow disciples, can I ask why you're all gathered here? Who are you guys? We were walking around the city and happened to pass by. We saw some disciples here who were seemingly having a disagreement, so we thought we would ask. Miss, please talk some sense into them. Look at all the people surrounding me. They're obviously bullies. If there's been a misunderstanding, it's best to calm down and talk it out. It wouldn't look good if rumors started to spread about a bunch of disciples cornering a young boy, right? Yeah, no matter the issue, it's best to solve it peacefully. He's no young boy. He used to be a disciple of the Yan Kun sect, but he did something unforgivable. Sparing his life is already more mercy than he deserves. Something unforgivable? What did he do? That's ridiculous. I don't do anything. All I did was be my father's son. Does it have something to do with his father? You can't punish children for the sins of their fathers. What actually happened? Sounds like you guys really don't know. This guy's name is Qing Yu and his father is Yuan Hui, one of the original elders of the Yan Kun sect. Although Yuan Hui had a strong will, was a brave warrior, and was one of the Yan Kun's most exemplary generals. But what happened? About a month ago, although Yuan Hui went to the upper realms to explore, we don't know what happened up there, but he grew more depressed and frail by the day after he got back to Felicity. Soon after that, he went mad and became an evil cultivator. An elder experienced in combat became an evil cultivator just like that. Yes, even though we knew something wasn't right when he came back, no one imagined this could happen. His behavior got stranger and stranger with every passing day. He used to be direct and humble when interacting with others, but he kept losing his temper. After a few days, he became an evil cultivator. He was completely bloodthirsty, even more cruel than the other evil cultivators we've run into before. He went berserk, massacring the entire Yan Kun sect. Massacring the entire sect? That means the Yan Kun sect is already... Yes, several people from the other sects even got hurt, and some are completely bedridden. The one who were closest to him already... Thankfully, the last few elders worked together to defeat him. Otherwise, none of us would have been able to escape a disaster like that. But those are all his father's problems. It doesn't have anything to do with Qing Yun. Just because his father was evil does not mean Qing Yu will follow in his footsteps. Yeah, in this kind of situation, he's a victim too. Seeing my father like that, hurting so many people, was hard for me too. He didn't want his father to go mad. Now that you've defeated the evil cultivator, what are the various sects planning to do about his son? We know that this doesn't have anything to do with Qing Yu, but a lot of people died, and we need to give each sect an explanation. Yuan Hui was defeated. As for this child, the elders were merciful. They spared him because he's young, but they banished him from Felicity. Yeah, it's a light punishment. It isn't nearly enough to cleanse his family of his father's misdeeds. But he's completely ungrateful and has snuck back into the city multiple times. I just don't know where to go. I made so many memories with my mother and father on the streets of Felicity. I was born here and lived here for my whole life. With all the anomalies, the areas outside the city are in chaos. It's dangerous for him to be alone out there. Oh, that's dangerous. Tell that to the Yankunside disciples whose blood was spilled that day. I understand how you all must feel, but it is not safe outside the city as of late. Handling the issue in this way may lead to another tragedy. Right, at least until this is over. No one can take back the horrific things that happened at the Yankun site that day. We are already showing him enough mercy. I hope you all won't continue to interfere. But, Miss, it's okay. I'm the one who broke the rules and snuck back into the city. They were all just doing their jobs. Don't worry, I just wanted to take one last look at Felicity today and say my last goodbye to everyone. Are you sure? If you leave today, you really won't be able to come back. Yeah, I won't come back, so please don't worry anymore. I hope you are telling the truth. That disciple sure has a temper. Then you need to be careful. I know. Thank you, Miss. And I want to thank all the disciples for your care and guidance over the years. I'll leave now. Kinyu picks up his humble pack and takes one last reluctant look at the city he once called home. The young man's eyes are moist with tears, light reflecting in his irises. He quickly conceals his turbulent thoughts and starts on his path of farewell without turning back. Miss, it's you. I'm so glad to see you all. Yu, I didn't think we'd run into you again. It must be fate. If you hadn't saved me last time, I don't know how long I would have been stuck there. Did you run into any trouble after leaving the city last time? Don't worry, no one has been giving me a hard time lately. So even if you didn't try going into the city before, people were still giving you a hard time. Yeah, once in a while, but I can understand where they're coming from after what happened. Now that you mention it, what happened to your father? I don't get it either. How could such an experienced and upstanding cultivator like my father suddenly go mad? Maybe he ran into an evil spirit that he couldn't defeat while he was training in the upper realms? I thought the same thing, so I'm planning on heading to the upper realms to see if I can find any clues. What kind of evil spirit could make my father? Mom hasn't even been gone that long, and now my father. If I don't find out the truth, I don't know how I'll be able to face my mother in the afterlife. May I ask if your mother passed away not long ago? Yeah, just a few weeks after my mother passed away, my father went to the upper realms and came back like that. Was an evil spirit able to overtake Elder Yuan Hui's mind because of his wife's recent death? You all exchange glances. It's clear you're all thinking the same thing. However, considering Jingyu's somber mood, none of you voiced this somewhat cruel suspicion. Was your mother also a member of the Yankun sect? My mother was once an independent cultivator. My father met her in the upper realms when he went there to train. It was love at first sight, and they were extremely like-minded. Later on, she went with my father back to the Yankun sect and became a member. Getting to know one another like that would make for a strong marriage. Yeah, before we were such a happy family. My father was strict yet caring, and my mother was gentle and knowledgeable. They both get along well with everyone else in the sect. I grew up in the sect, but then the older disciples took really good care of me too. It's just a shame that Shinju must be remembering what happened that day again. That's why I need to discover the truth no matter what. Not only do I need to give my parents an explanation, but I have to give the disciples who died an explanation too. Maybe then the elders of the different sects will show some mercy and create a monument for him in the Yankun sect ancestral hall. I believe in you. Thank you guys. I'm heading to the upper room right now, right away. Chinyu turns around and it seems like he isn't as reluctant to leave anymore. This time, his steps are decisive and solemn, each stride bringing him closer to his goal. Ah, you guys are back. How have you been? We're doing alright. What about you? It looks like you're pretty busy. Yeah, the contamination has gotten worse, so a lot of hurt spirit beasts have come here to seek shelter. It's a good thing spirit beasts can heal themselves really well. I'm working hard to help treat them too. Is there anything we can do? Not right now. A healer recently started helping out here, so things have gotten way better. Healer? He was here just now. He's a young kid and he said he was a disciple before. He was also hurt when he first showed up here. After he recovered from his injuries, he told me he knew a little bit about healing, so he stayed to help out. He was a disciple before. What about now? Well, it seems like something happened, so he can't go back to his sect. He said he's searching for the truth about something. That story sounds kind of familiar. Is the boy you're talking about named Yu? Yeah, that's him. Do you guys know him too? He has been such a big help recently. I would have been pretty overwhelmed without him. More and more demonic beasts are showing up recently. You guys are doing a great job. It's all, it's all a part of my duty. Oh, I have some more patients to treat, so I have to get back to work. Why don't you guys walk around nearby? Maybe you'll meet Jingyu. Jingyu, nice to see you again. Are you busy? Miss. I'm not too busy. These hurt spirit beasts are all doing okay for now. So you have some medical knowledge? Yeah, my mom studied medicine before she joined the sect. I used to play around and accidentally get hurt a lot, so my mom taught me how to bandage wounds. She also told me that I could help my father treat his wounds if he got hurt, but I couldn't cure him in the end. You're doing a lot of good work with the healing skills your mother taught you. She would be happy to know that. I hope you're right. But there have been some weird changes taking place lately. The spirit beast injuries are a little strange. Are they different from ordinary injuries? Yeah, there seems to be bruises around all of their wounds. It looks like there's evil energy lingering on them. Actually, my father had injuries like that when he got back from the upper realms. I think this might be what caused my father to lose his mind. If it really is the same thing, then your father's sudden obsessive behavior is suspicious. If you follow that thread, you should be able to find more clues. Right, that's why I wanted to stay here for a bit. On one hand, I can help Lady Fei Lang. On the other hand, you can investigate what happened to your father. Exactly. Things might get harder from here on out. Do you need help with anything? Well, there is something I really need. Don't need to be so polite. It's okay, just tell us. I need a herb called scarlet lavender to treat these wounds. It grows near Felicity in the Chunhua realm. You all know I can't go back, so do you think you could? That's right, he was told to stay away from Felicity. Okay, we can help you. Yes, I have an idea of what scarlet lavender looks like, so just leave it to us. Really? Thank you, guys. Is the scarlet lavender chain you mentioned somewhere around here? Yes, I can sense it. It should be somewhere near. Is it that purplish red plant over there? Vin lowers his gaze to check, nodding in confirmation. Great, let's pick some and take it back to Qingyu right away. I hope this will bring Qingyu one step closer to the truth. There's no time to lose. Let's head back and give him the herbs. Qingyu, we're back. Eh? What are you guys doing? You guys again? I was wondering why this kid was so comfortable parading around all the time. It turns out you were helping him. They have nothing to do with this. They just happen to be passing by. Just happen to be passing by? Wow, that's such a coincidence. Are you guys always with him? I think we should be asking why you're always bothering King Qingyu. If I'm not mistaken, Qingyu's punishment was to be banished from Felicity. This clearly isn't Felicity. Yeah, since when is the Kyushu Ram part of Felicity? Qingyu didn't go back to Felicity. We even got the healing herbs he needed for him. Herbs, it sounds like you guys are really close with this son of an evil cultivator. You know exactly what he's up to. Qingyu needs these herbs to treat spirit beasts who are injured. Is there a reason we should not be helping him? You are the ones who specifically followed him to the Kyushu Ram. How is he bothering you? Healing spirit beasts? If he really is that compassionate, why didn't he stop his evil cultivator father sooner? I think he was bewitched by his evil mother, just like his father. Stop making stuff up! Don't talk about my mother like that! Making what up? There isn't a single disciple who doesn't know about it. Didn't Chingyu's mother also join the Yankun sect and become a disciple? You guys don't know that Chingyu's mother, Shuren, met Elder Yuan Hui in the upper realms when he was out trading. Chinyu already told us that. He said she was just an independent cultivator. What's the issue? The issue is that she wasn't an independent cultivator. She was. Shut up! My mother wasn't! Feeling guilty? You can't stop me from telling them. No one knew Shuren's true identity or where she came from, but everyone believed her when she said she was just an independent cultivator. But later on, someone saw her sucking a person's blood outside Fuli City. That was right before Elder Yuan Hui lost his mind. That's not true. My mother treated everyone so well all those years, but they still made up rumors about her. More than one person said it. How could it not be true? Are you saying Chinyu's mother wasn't human? Because of that, all the sects, including Yankun sects, believed that Shuren was truly an evil beast from the upper realms. As for Elder Yuan Hui's madness, it must have had something to do with her. You need evidence to back up an accusation like that. How about that night those disciples were killed in cold blood at the Yankun site? Is that not evidence enough? That is only conjecture. Exactly. My mom always had to hear horrible rumors like that in the site. Those baseless accusations needled her every single day. That's why she. So those comments started when Shuren was still alive. Could it be that due to those comments, Shuren. Yes, to prove her innocence, my mom hung up that horrible strip of white silk, and if it wasn't for all of those rumors, my mother wouldn't have taken her own life. My father wouldn't have been so destroyed that he neglected his training and allowed evil spirits to overcome him. It was because of those rumors, all because of them. As Chinyu continues speaking, he becomes more emotional. It seems that the aura around him is also growing darker. Chinyu, keep your emotions in check. We can't let them continue to provoke Chinyu. That's enough. Either way, he won't go near Felicity anymore. He's been following the rules you outlined, but now you're trying to add more conditions? Isn't that at odds with the original agreement you made? It's better to simply say goodbye. That way, everyone can move on with their lives. You all. Perhaps they also sense Shinju's change just now. For a moment, they don't dare push the issue any further. I'll believe it for now. I hope we never catch him near Felicity again. Farewell. Are we just going to let him go? Time to go. A few disciples seem unwilling to let the matter rest. They glare at Chinyu again before turning to leave. Chinyu, are you alright? I'm okay. I'm sorry you guys had to deal with that. Your emotions were somewhat abnormal just now. You need to keep an eye on them. I know. Since my father was overcome by evil, I'm actually worried that my family's spirit core isn't very stable. Especially with everything that's happened recently, I feel like something's up with my emotions. Don't worry too much. It's normal to feel down after everything that's happened. Right, you just need to be more careful in the future. Remember, you still need to discover the truth for your parents. Yeah, as long as I figure out the truth, my mother and father can be redeemed. That's right. Here is the scarlet lavender you needed. Vin pulls out the scarlet lavender you picked earlier and hands it to Chinyu. Thank you, but I'll just take some of it. We should leave the rest for Lady Fei Lang. Are you planning on leaving? Yeah, the disciples were right. If I stick around here, people from the different sects will still be worried. And if I really let evil overtake me, I'd be putting everyone here in danger. I think I better find an isolated place and live by myself. Are you going to continue exploring the upper realms? Of course, I'm definitely going to the upper realms to search for more clues. You're an ambitious kid. Good luck with everything. If you run into a similar situation, remember to keep your emotions under control. Remind yourself of your goal. I will. We're heading farther upward too. I hope we run into each other again. Me too. See you, Misters and Miss. The young man takes a deep breath, embraces his faith, and embarks on his lonely journey once again. Why are there so many people up ahead? No, something doesn't feel right. Careful, there are evil cultivators. It seems they have not discovered us yet. We should keep our distance and see what is going on. Huh? Why aren't we fighting them this time? Well, they appeared here so randomly, and it does not look like they are guarding anything precious. There is no need to waste our effort, especially if there is no valuable reward. I agree, we have a lot of other things to deal with, after all. Yeah, we can wait and see what happens. Hey, it looks like there is someone in the middle. That looks like Jingyu. Why is he surrounded by a group of evil cultivators? Is he in danger? Let's go take a look. Jingyu, are you okay? Huh? It's you guys. No, stop. Get behind us. Ah, ah, ah. Wait, don't make any moves yet. It doesn't seem like these evil cultivators want to attack us. Ugh. Is that a gesture of friendship? Ah, hmm. It seems like they have retained some of their sanity. That's right, these evil cultivators were all once righteous disciples, but they went mad while cultivating and were overcome by evil. They went mad and were overcome by evil. Isn't that just like... You inadvertently glance over at Chinyu. He seemingly knows exactly what you're thinking, and he nods without hesitation. Just like my father. But they were luckier than my father. They were in the Buntom encampment when the evil overtook them, so it didn't lead to the same tragedy as before. I mean, they weren't killed and turned to ash like my father. Were they still in the Buntom encampment when Lady Baya cleansed it? I thought Lady Baya already eliminated all the evil spirits in that area. I don't think Lady Baya had the heart to harm them. Yeah, they were once cultivators after all, and they didn't ask for this to happen. Lady Baya is aware of the suffering mortals must face. Naturally, she would not want to hurt mankind. Right, Lady Baya showed them mercy by trying to purify them. She teleported these evil cultivators here to get them away from that evil place. This way, the nearby spirit altar can purify their spirit source. I think there must be a clue here. It might shed some light on the truth about my father. So I've been observing them here. In that case, is there hope for them to regain their sanity? Well, there's no way to know. Lady Baya just wants to give it a shot. We still don't know if it will actually work. If they really do regain their sanity, it would be a miracle. Ah, ah. Don't worry, you'll definitely recover. It seems like they do have some sanity left. And they have a strong desire to return to how they were before. As long as they have a desire to live and never give up, there will always be a sliver of hope. Before evil could overcome them, they were all deeply obsessed with cultivating. Maybe that obsession led them to lose their minds. But that obsession is precisely why they desperately want to return to the mortal world. Obsession really is a double-edged sword. If there is anything we can do to help, just let us know. Are all of you guys willing to help? Of course, we're happy to help make miracles happen. Thank you so much. They seem happy to hear you're all willing to help. Oh, could you let Lady Baya know that this approach seems to be working so far? I'm afraid something might happen if they're by themselves, so I don't want to leave out of the blue. Sure, let's go look for Lady Baya. Lady Baya, how have you been? It's you guys. I'm doing okay. What's going on? It's about those evil cultivators. You tell Baya about everything that happened at Yu's side. I see. It's already a blessing that they regain some of their sanity. But considering the current situation, it may take them a while to fully recover. Yeah, they can barely understand what we're saying and they can only make a few noises. Most of the time, their minds are still completely scattered. Recovering to this degree and not falling deeper into madness is already no small feat. We just don't know how far being close to the spirit source near the spirit altar can actually help them in the end. If we could find the source of the evil that overcame them, would it help them recover faster? Oh, do you guys think there's something fishy about their descent into evil too? It's true that cultivators sometimes make mistakes and are overcome by evil. But the appearance of so many evil cultivators in such a short period of time is a little... Do you have your own suspicions, Lady Baya? Yes, I've noticed that the number of evil cultivators is much higher than it was before. But when I tried to track down the reason, I couldn't find the root cause. Perhaps it has something to do with the anomalies in Liju. This crisis is affecting the entire Divine Mountain of Liju. We can't overlook the impact it might have on cultivators. I have a suspicion that the power source that cultivators in Liju rely on comes from the goddess' blessing. The increase in evil cultivators is most likely closely tied to the spirit source contamination. Maybe the problem could be solved if we can purify the contamination in their bodies. We can only guess. I've been so busy recently that I haven't had time to investigate deeper. It is a good thing those evil cultivators are emotionally stable now. Things aren't too tense. No matter how fast or slow it's happening, at least they are making progress with their recovery. Right, we can keep an eye on them for now. Sure, I'll be waiting for good news. I hope things work out for them. Now that we have a theory, should we head back and tell Yu? He cares a lot about this issue. We should tell them. We should tell him. Let's head out then. He must be getting anxious. Weird, Chinju's isn't here. Are we in the right place? This is the place. They were here before. Chinyu clearly said he didn't want to leave earlier, and those evil cultivator. There might be a problem if they get too far from the spirit altar. Could Chinyu have led the evil cultivators away? If that was the case, they would have left some traces behind. Let's look around. Maybe we'll find some clues. At Luke's suggestion, you inspect the area where the evil cultivators were. As predicted, you discover a letter. The paper is a little crumpled. It looks like someone left it in a hurry. Are they in some kind of trouble? You hastily open the letter, carefully deciphering the handwriting scrawled on the paper. I discovered an elixir to cure the evil cultivators, but I ran into those disciples from before. I don't want you guys to get involved, so it's best to keep our distance for now. Looks like those disciples are still following him. Those guys. First it was Felicity, then the Kyushu Ram. Now they're even trying to control him in the Wilderness Ram. It seems like he's hiding out with the evil cultivators because he doesn't want us to get involved. But he mentioned an elixir that could cure the evil cultivators. Could it be? A cure? It sounds like he thinks becoming an evil cultivator is like a disease. It would be great if he really did find a cure. There's just no way to know if it's possible. But it doesn't hurt to try. He's probably still blaming himself for being unable to cure his father back then. So he wants to cure the people he's able to do this time, no matter what. I hope everything works out for him. Guys, look up ahead. That person being surrounded looks like it's Jingyu. This feels like deja vu. But it looks way more intense than the last few times. Let's go see what's going on. Don't get close. He's too dangerous now. What do you mean by too dangerous now? You all won't listen to reason. Reason? What kind of nonsense are you going to feed us, you devil? Everyone, calm down. Tell us what is happening. I saw it with my own eyes. This monster devoured all the evil cultivators he had gathered and transformed them into his own demonic power. Eh? No way! That's not true. You're the ones who killed them all. I finally brought them to the upper realms to use the divine power to purify them, but you... They used to be your fellow disciples. That's a completely unfounded accusation. You pretended to be searching for a way to purify them, but you're just using it as a cover. You gather evil cultivators and absorb their power. That's right, this is all part of your scheme. You're the ones who are throwing lies around. You don't hesitate to kill your former fellow disciples just to drive me away. Is this really all the prestigious sites have to offer? You guys are clearly infinitely more horrible than those evil cultivators. Guys, you have to believe me. You saw them crossing the line over and over again. This time, it didn't only affect me. They hurt those evil cultivators who were desperately trying to regain their sanity. You saw them. They were trying so hard. Don't listen to this nonsense. He's been lying through his teeth from the beginning. We saw him absorbing the evil cultivator's power with our own eyes just now. If we didn't get here in time, he would have absorbed Zhuang Heng's remaining power. He's beyond evil. We can't allow this wicked behavior to continue. Don't believe them. Those are all lies they made up to kill us off. You guys are telling widely different stories. If Qingyus is telling the truth and we leave him here, are they going to finish the job? I think so. Judging by their attitude, they aren't going to give up today. But if those disciples are telling the truth, if he really was feeding on those evil cultivators and increasing his power, the consequences could be unimaginable if left unchecked. It seems we must make a choice. What do you think? Should we help Qingyu? We've watched Qingyu throughout this entire process. He cares about what happened to his parents and was helping others with his medical knowledge. Compared to what those disciples are saying, we saw that innocent behavior with our own eyes. It's difficult for me to believe that Qingyu is some kind of demon that devours people. I agree. We spent time with him on multiple occasions. He never acted strange. He got along well with those evil cultivators before. It looked like he sincerely wanted to help them. His reactions back then did not seem fake. Yeah, I'd rather trust Xingyu. We know him. If we really do place our trust in the wrong person, I'm willing to make up for that mistake later. But now, I can't watch him get hurt without figuring out what's really going on here first. Then let's chase these guys off first. We are ready to take responsibility for our decision, so it's time to take action. You all worked with Shinju to fight off the disciples. Fools! If that monster does something horrible in the future, your hands will all be stained. The disciples leave angrily after saying this. Qingyu, are you okay? Did you get hurt? Did they really kill all of the evil cultivators? Yeah. Can we still think of a way to help them recover? It's already too late. Don't be upset, huh? Qingyu lowers his head, exuding a depressing aura. However, his tone doesn't sound sad whatsoever. Get back, something's off with him. I've got a bad feeling about this. There is no sadness in Qinyu's expression as he raises his head. Instead, a twisted smile is plastered on his face. Because there are in my stomach. So those disciples were telling the truth. Did you really absorb the evil cultivators to strengthen your own demonic power? Shoot, looks like we got unlucky. We picked the wrong side. I never imagined that every word you said, every expression you made could be performed so perfectly. Only that strange fluctuation in your emotions back then revealed your true nature. I've lived for thousands of years. Of course, I'd have that ability. So, you've been lying to us this whole time. Miss, do you only get it now? Well, it's too late. Who are you? Me? I suppose the souls of ignorant fools like you are tasteless. Why not learn the truth and allow your anger to spice up your boring souls before you die? I wonder if you've heard the story of the fox demon. Does that mean you're a fox? Don't be so clueless. I'm the fox demon, an ancient demonic beast. The fox demon's true form is a demon pearl within its body. It gives birth to a successor who then devours the mother, inheriting its demon pearl memories and power. You, you said before that your mother took her life. Did you actually devour her? Don't talk about me like some evil creature who killed its mother. Shiren and I are one and the same. Why couldn't I devour her? I simply swallowed up that weakened body on the day of my awakening. What about your father, Yuan Hui? Was he overcome by evil because of you? Oh, that old man. That's right, I did it. He was so kind to you. How could you do something like that? Kind? Only fragile mortals care about things like that. Even without him, my fox demon bloodline could continue and the inheritance process could be completed. I was planning on letting him go, but that Jesus. Since I've been raised as a human all this time, I was starving after I inherited the demon pearl, so I went out to find a few people to eat. If he had just pretended not to see anything, I would have been willing to honor our relationship as father and son. But instead, he tried to stop me. What a fool. So, you made him descend into evil? I didn't do anything. I simply put the anger I couldn't digest into his body. He only lost his mind because he was too weak. So I kept pushing him. After he had already lost his sanity, I told him my mother was killed by the people in the Yankun sect. So that is why Yuan Hui acts so mercilessly, indiscriminately massacring the disciple of his own sect after being overcome by evil. Yuan Hui was provoked by what you told him, leading to that tragedy. It seems like he deeply loved Qin Yu's mother. Looks like this false demon knows exactly how to manipulate humans. Clearly. Otherwise, why would I be calling humans fools? Oh, but there were a few smart ones who suspected me. I imbued them with some anger too, but they couldn't handle it with their paltry cultivation. Are you talking about those evil cultivators who were with you before? Precisely. They wanted to take me captive and activate my power, but they were overcome by evil all on their own. I didn't even have to lift a finger. I was able to gain so much demonic power with only a little bit of anger. It's all thanks to the contaminated divine power. What a shame, truly. You've been cleaning up all the filth, so it's becoming harder and harder to find weak evil cultivators. Miss, I'm starving. What else are you planning? You still don't get it? I've had my eyes on your innocent souls for a long time. Unfortunately, I couldn't make any moves in Fei Lang and Baya were in the lower realms. Now, I can finally eat my fill. Get back. Chinyu's laughed manically. His voice grows more and more shrill, eventually transforming into the wails of a beast. The blue firelight vanishes with bone-chilling laughter. When you open your eyes again, there is no longer a young man in front of you. Instead, you see a massive fox, its eyes glowing with a strange light. Doesn't that look familiar? Yeah, haven't we seen it before? It was the first time we came to Liju. I remember it was the monster from the rookie tutorial. So, we actually ran into it early on. What should we do? I remember it being pretty strong. We've made a lot of progress with our cultivation. We can give it a try. Even if we do not want to fight it, we do not have another option right now. Let's go.
운명이여, 시들어라! 숨을 곳은 없다! 추격하라! 식은 죽 먹기지? 저주여, 만상을 묶어라! 예상대로군. 운명이여, 시들어라! 별을 부숴라! 식은 죽 먹기지? 별을 부숴라! 식은 죽 먹기지? 저주여, 만상을 묶어라! 식은 죽 먹기지? 숨을 곳은 없다! 추격하라!
As the firelight dissipates, the fox demon's body disappears, leaving behind a fiery red demon pearl. Is this the fox demon pearl? Based on what you just said, this demon pearl is its true form. Right, the fox demon devours its mother and inherits the demon pearl. This allows it to achieve immortality. So, now that we have this demon pearl, we've completely dealt with that sly fox. Looks like it. Let's put this demon pearl away for now. Agreed, we can keep it as a souvenir of our revenge.